Hello everyone, this is Raven Wings Tarot, and today I'm reviewing Oak, Ash, and Thorn Tarot. First things first, I just wanted to show y'all, this was the wrapping paper it came in, which I thought was really cute. Had bunnies and stuff on it. This was a deck, by the way, that I backed on Kickstarter. I just want to show you the letter. It says, "Hi there. I've possibly traveled thousands of miles or a mere mile or two, but now that I'm here, I must say that it's so lovely to finally meet you. I was created with love, so I'd like to think that I provide gentle readings, guiding you through any ups and downs you might experience. Please think of me as one of your new friends. There's no right or wrong way to use me. In fact, my creator said that's the great thing about a little deck such as myself. I'm best used intuitively, so I hope you find yourself getting lost in my imagery, interpreting each of my cards in a way that works for you. Want to get to know me a little better? Why not pull a card, or two, or three? Feel a bit lost? Don't worry, I come with reference cards to help guide you. I can also be used in conjunction with other tarot books. So grab yourself a nice cup of tea and snuggle up. I can't wait to begin our new adventure together. Faithfully, your new deck." I thought that was really cute. In the envelope, there's 3 big prints. The first one are like foxes, but in the deck it's the lovers. The next print is the 7 of Pentacles. And the last big print is the moon. It also came with a small little print here, which is the Ace of Cups. And then there were some stickers. So the first one was the Hangman. On the back, you can kind of see the line right there, right here, to show that it's a sticker. They're really thin, but they're really cute. So this is the Hangman. This is the Death card. And this is the High Priestess. So it came with its own cloth that was tie-dyed by the people who created the deck. They really did put a lot of love and thought into making this deck, and especially with this Kickstarter. Also, the other thing I wanted to show y'all was this cute little envelope. It says 1500, there's a snail, and on the back, this is the tape that they use, which I also thought was really adorable. They were really going with that woodland theme. In the envelope, there's a certificate of authenticity, and I am number 1500 out of 3500. So one of the cards that was in the deck was this. It was a little thank you card, which I thought was adorable. This is what the back of the card looks like. This was another random card, possibilities. And then you have a blank card here, and another blank card. And then here is the companion reference sheets. Just gives you little keywords here and there. And then here they are for the suits. I thought this was like really well done and really cute. Also, one of the things I wanted to say was the cards are a bit thin, but they're very sturdy, which threw me off, which I like. And each suit tells a story. The same thing goes for the major arcana. This is the Pentacle suit. This is Swords, Cups, Wands, and of course the major. And with the other cards that I showed you, possibilities and 2 blank, those felt like to be left up to interpretation, personal interpretation. This is the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World. I'm not going to go through the other suits too much because I realized last time it took me longer than normal to finish the video, but I'm just going to show you a little glimpse. So one of the reasons why I'm making this video a lot shorter is I wanted to show y'all how to do a deck interview. So this deck interview, I took it from the Weaver Tarot. I'm going to link it below. And I just wanted to show you that I have a notebook where I keep all my notes for my predictions, my readings, yada yada. Here. So in this notebook, I actually interviewed, I don't know if you guys can see it, I actually interviewed my deck. I'll show you what cards I drew. So, I may talk about this more in one of my future videos, but the reason why you want to interview your deck is because, one, you want to test run it, two, you want to see what its limitations are, and three, if you decide to do a reading for someone, and let's say you end up using quote-unquote the wrong deck, the reading may come out bad. When I had the deck introduce itself, it introduced itself as the Four of Pentacles, which tells me that the deck is very resourceful. It knows what it's like to go without something. It's very mindful of how it gathers or gives resources, so it's almost like a borderline scarcity mindset. I didn't really pick that up too strongly, but the Four of Pentacles could represent that. It teaches resourcefulness, but it warns of being possessive. The deck could be a little bit of a micromanager, which means that it can be looking at the small picture. It wants to teach a lesson on how to be mindful of our resources. So for the deck strengths, which is the Nine of Pentacles, it's saying it's independent, focused on spending time with small groups of people who are close, focusing on peace and quiet, financial independence, self-sufficient, abundance. So this deck is very money-minded or materialistic in a sense, but it's more about showing the person, if I decide to read for them, or myself, that having your own space and having your own time is not selfish, and it's actually okay to just go solo. So it's almost like a friendlier version of the Hermit. It's also saying it wants people to pamper themselves, or people to be in tune or in harmony with their environment and living a balanced, peaceful life and taking a peaceful stance in life. Again, Nine of Pentacles is about owning your independence, taking your independence. The Nine of Pentacles is kind of like a step before someone becomes the Empress. If you're a male, the Emperor. Limitations on the deck. The Six of Swords reversed. What did I put down? I put the Four of Swords reversed. That's not good.
A few moments later.
Here's the Six of Swords. And I'm going to reverse it. So Six of Swords reversed. That's the limitations for this deck. This deck is limited in people dealing with transitions and unfinished business. Like, it's resistant towards it. It's mainly resistant towards people who don't want to get their shit together. It's resistant against people who aren't willing to put in the work to move forward. And Six of Swords also, it could also mean a spiritual initiation or transition. So if you're going through a spiritual initiation transition and you're not willing to put in the work, the deck is going to be like, nah, I ain't working for you. So the bottom three, the first one was, what do you want to teach me? It was Ace of Wands. For me, it was, I got it in reverse. It's breaking through spiritual business blocks, delays with ideas. So in other words, it's trying to help me through a business block, because as of late, I have been having a business block. It also helps with creative ideas or creative blocks really, and how to present thoughts and ideas and how to express them. And it also helps with finding and defining my purpose in life. So for me personally, this is what this deck wants to teach me. How can I best honor you is this card right here, which is Strength. So the Strength card is always about confidence. And it's always about owning yourself, owning who you are, while acknowledging faults. And also it's about owning your emotions and how you're feeling. So basically, be real with it and come with it. And it's also saying, but do this with, obviously, being humble. Do this while being humble. Rely on inner strength. Have courage and be compassionate, and be confident in my abilities as a tarot reader, and be passionate about it as opposed to compassionate. So the last card, the World in reverse, was, what would you like a relationship to be like? So that's another good question to ask your deck, which is, how do you want us to operate? Because I've interviewed some of my other decks with this spread, and I've gotten different answers, where some may be like touch and go, some may be like, yo, I want you to use me for everything. So in this case, it was the World. When it's in reverse, that means instead of everything coming full circle, it means you're not coming full circle and you need to seek that closure and avoid shortcuts and delays to attaining that final goal / closure. And to keep moving forward and to make sure all loose ends are tied up, make sure that I acknowledge trials and tribulations while knowing that the road ahead is going to be rough, and take that hard road. Mind you, I'm reading from my notes that are in my notebook. It also means set goals for self. Make sure that I stay focused while moving ahead. Don't procrastinate. And it's also telling me, like, the light is at the end of the tunnel, but to stay the path and keep the course. Make sure I tap into my creative instincts and to reach and attain goals. So I just wanted to show you all this. You don't have to necessarily follow the spread for interviewing your deck. I just like the Weaver Tarot's version because, one, I suck at spreads. I actually have a book about tarot spreads, and funny enough, there are no spreads about interviewing your deck. But I do like the Weaver Tarot spread. I'm going to link their information below because they do have a PDF version of their instruction book, and actually that may be the next deck I decide to review, because I have the Weaver Tarot and then I have the Oracle cards. I haven't used them in a while, but they're pretty hefty, meaning like the readings I get from them are pretty strong. I did do a personal reading with these cards as a side note. It turned out really well, but I just wanted to show you this is what it looks like when you interview your deck, just a brief preview, and also to show you this deck in brief. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next week with the Weaver Tarot review. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.